Have you noticed there's like, I know I need to be doing these things and it's just not yet happening in the way I want it to be happening.
Yeah.
And in fact, I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday. It is, for some reason, this word resistance came to my mind. What is that resistance? So I'm going to split it. This is my talk on top of my head with no preparation into 3 elements. What am I resisting? In fact, let me share the screen and you will see the slide. This is interesting. We were using this slide where we would meet our potential clients at the gym, and I will show them this slide, and I'm going to open up all for you here. So this triangle, this gives a really good clarity of what's happening in our psychology and physiology when we introduce something new. I'm going to call it, it's like a habit change process. It's not that habit change loop that we're talking about. It's actually what is happening over the time. You already can see here 2 to 4 weeks, then more time. Ooh, total time is 12 weeks. In fact, the total times is about 6 months, but so it's a 3 phases here of the change. And the first phase, no wonder it's black and big. There's a lot of resistance in it. So as I was saying, 3 types of resistance. I know I need to exercise, eat healthier, breathe, drink water. We know all these things we have to do, right? Like, what's new in here?
Right.
But because those non-negotiables, I'm going to call them daily non-negotiables, are not there yet, it's still challenging. I was sharing with someone, it's like when the doctor tells me you've got to use this new toothpaste, Sensodyne, it's better for your gums. Okay, so the first moment I open it, I start resisting it. Ooh, it smells disgusting. Ooh, the texture is not good. My emotions don't like it already. I'm not going to enjoy it anymore, and I may not even do it, or maybe I'll try it. My like thoughts are already, have you heard, like, have you noticed I'm kind of trying to talk myself out of it, but maybe I'll try it, or so the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, and the physically body is going to enormously resist.
Right.
So when I start on exercise, it's not like all of a sudden disappointment shows up and it seems like so important to me, I'm not going to show up for the exercise. That is resistance. Well, in some cases I call it sabotage. You can name it different names, it's still the same thing. It's still
Right.
the same thing happening in our life, in our mind. Or let me see, what's the other one? One of my prospective clients, she just got extra 6 hours of work for next couple of months. It's 12-hour work day. I cannot fit my exercise, she says right now. She only did 1 time exercise with us. It's actually resistance. Oh, money. I don't have that much money. I get it. Well, who does have enough money, right? There's always something we don't have enough money for.
Right.
All those I actually, or in my personal case, you're going for where? 1 hour run? How about your children with dinner? I actually heard those personally, that I'm too selfish. So that is also resistance. In my head, I'm starting to make excuses of not to go for my walk or run. So all these things happening at the beginning of our change or challenge, the brain that is designed to function 95% on habits does not like something different because it's not a habit. The brain doesn't yet kind of knows what to do. It's new, it's unknown. Unknown is not comfortable. Not comfortable is not safe.
Yeah, I had that last night.
Yep. So with all that resistance, here's what I'd like us to pay attention for. It's temporary. In fact, Rachel, you mentioned, I just need a couple more days. You know your routine. For new, some of us for new, give at least, sometimes I even start with 1 day, then 7 days, then 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, where you will be constantly hearing those thoughts. Oh, I've got to do this, I got to do that, maybe later, or there's some important appointment show up, and it will be constant resistance / sabotage. And sometimes I hear, oh, Nadia, and I remember you told me it's going to happen. I knew that it was coming, so I was just fine actually noticing that it's there. It's when we don't know, we kind of give into, I don't want to say excuse, there's all really legitimate things in life, but at some point we may call them excuses. 2 to 4 weeks into it, what you will start noticing when you're consistent, it's just doing it. No, you won't like it, you don't want to do it, not enough time, not enough money, I cannot figure out how to. But if you put those little things as non-negotiable, maybe instead of 30 minutes, it's 5 minutes, but still doing something in your daily and stick with it daily. That's what we call consistency. On the second phase, which is your second month, sometimes into a third month, you will notice your body is going to say, wow, I actually feel pretty good. Hey, thank you. And you are going to be responding back to your body saying, wow, well, if I've been eating 80% so well, why would I even screw it up for this meal? No, I'm going to do it again and again and again. Or exercise. I've been doing my exercise for a month. And my body, I'm not liking it, but I'm actually looking forward to it. In the physical body, you will notice, in fact, in our fitness case, we were telling the weight loss is going to be in your second phase. In the first phase, in fact, the body might even gain some weight. Why? Resistance. Something unusual, uncomfortable, something new. The body needs time. It's actually our brain needs time to start understanding what is this new habit she's building. That's why it's so good to have one habit at the time, so the brain doesn't go nuts or crazy. Sure. And of course, it depends on your goal, how high or low you establish your goal. But here's the beauty of it. Can you see those arrows? One arrow on the left goes up, one arrow on the right goes down. Guess what might happen? It's very easy to fall off the track. It's so interesting that those black colors on purpose there. I may fall off the track if I don't have someone to be accountable to. Whether it's my own promise to myself, I call it internal accountability, or having my external accountability, like a coach, accountability partner, someone who is going to be traveling with me. That is a huge, in fact, number one, what I hear my clients come with me, I need accountability and guidance. Not like, oh, tell me what to do, I don't know. So we really need to allow 2-3 months. On the third month, you see maintenance phase. What does it mean? Maybe you reached your goal, maybe you already have a new goal, but at this time, you start noticing, back to toothpaste, I don't even think about my old toothpaste anymore. I'm just grabbing my new one and brushing my teeth, and here you go. It's just a part of what I do and who I am, my new identity. Honestly, it's the same thing with other things. With diet, what you put into your diet, or with exercise. Yeah, we still have to put those appointments as non-negotiable. Why do we schedule business appointments or dentist appointments? We don't like, who loves dentist? But we still go.
Right.
we have to schedule ourselves. It is our promise to ourselves, our body, and not just ourselves, but our families and people we serve. So in the maintenance phase, this became our habit. It's automatic. We don't have to think about it. We just have to put it on the schedule, keep going with it. And then we can take another goal. Oh, wow, maybe you have a 5K run as your new goal, or maybe something else. Let me think. What am I thinking about? That might be my new, I don't know. It's not on top of my head, but maybe you can use the chat to let me know. But do you see how timely this is? Do you see how hard it is on the first introductory phase, where all sorts of things and people and circumstances and conditions and appointments gonna tell me, no, not a good time right now. Don't have that much money and all this. In fact, I only left a message for one of my potential clients today. What I'm looking for is a commitment. So no matter what it takes, whether it's just a walk outside, it doesn't matter if you take my program or not, paying money or not, as long as I hear I'm committed and I'm already starting to do those things, that's where we are. We know that it's just a matter of time and consistency to do it daily. Okay, whatever it is in our habits that we want to establish. Okay, so I hope that this brings some clarity for, especially for the beginning. So I'm gonna, before I stop sharing, my call to action for all of us is actually go ahead and give me one habit in the comments for now. What are you maybe working on right now? Maybe what you have taken on right now, and which stage are you on? Where do you find yourself? And what do you see that might be happening and you know that is coming in this particular stage with this particular habit based on what you heard from me today? Okay, with that said, I'm gonna stop sharing